Hello everyone! I'm making this post because I want to apologize to those who are worried about me and my whereabouts and wondering where exactly I am. I've been receiving a lot of messages asking me. So I am currently right now, I just landed back in Johannesburg from Harare, Zimbabwe. I was in Zimbabwe for the last week. The first half of the week I was with a group in Victoria Falls. And then I separated and went on my own to Harare to go visit my nephew. And I was there 3 nights, 4 days, and just got back to Johannesburg. And tomorrow I'm heading back to Kruger National Park to do a collab with a different lodge. So let me just give you a recap of my South Africa trip so far. Just about a month ago, I traveled here, made possible by Vanera Travel. So if you want to book a South Africa adventure, please book with them. You won't regret it. We spent a few days here in Johannesburg, and we went to Soweto as well. We traveled to Kruger National Park, then came back to Johannesburg to get on a flight to Cape Town, spent a week in Cape Town, and then came back to get on a flight to Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls. In Zimbabwe, we spent 3 days, 3 nights in Victoria Falls, 1 day in Botswana. Then I separated from the group and went on my own to Harare, the capital of Zimbabwe, to visit my nephew. And now I will answer some questions you have about Harare. Previously, I was cruising through Chobe National Park in Botswana, where elephants roamed freely and the river whispered peace into every moment. But this chapter was not about peace. It was about perspective. I landed in Harare, Zimbabwe, to visit my nephew, who is serving a mission for his church there. It was not a vacation. It was a reminder of how privileged, how protected, and how spoiled rotten we are here in the US. Because Harare does not sugarcoat life. It hands you the truth, raw, unfiltered, and necessary. This city, once called Salisbury during British colonial rule, is now Harare, named after the Shona chief Neharawa, a name reclaimed, a place still reckoning with its history. A capital pulsing with hardship, resilience, and grace. I stayed here 2 nights at Hotel 1, where the gates are locked at sunset.
Too dangerous for a woman to go out alone at night, ma'am,
they said. And they weren't being dramatic. They were just being honest. I moved to Ezulwini Villa Hotel in the Highlands, a calm, secure haven where I could finally breathe again, a little easier. If you go to Harare, stay in the Highlands or a proper 5-star if you want to stay safe. And carry cash, it's still the currency of the streets. My driver, Maron, an awesome man, cost me $25 a day for 6 hours at a time. And that was non-negotiable. There's no Uber, no luxury of convenience here. But the stories that stay with me, a group of 10-year-old girls openly sharing their son to sell their bodies because their parents said it's the only way to survive. Another child trying to sell me a spoonful of sugar because that was all they had to offer. A literal spoon of sugar.
It looks it.
That moment broke me. But it also cracked me wide open.
Harare, they only send African elders. No white, no one's like me.
Well, I can see why.
Yeah. No murungu here.
We're here at Three Monkeys with Marlon, that's our driver back there, and then cuckoo. All right, let's go. I loved Harare.
Not because it was easy, but because it was a slap in the face I didn't know I needed. It forced me to confront the bubble I live in, to remember how much I take for granted, to remember how I grew up. And still in all that, there was joy, there was light, and there was beauty in people's smiles.
Look where we are. The nicest,
Punauia.
yeah,
Na Punauia.
the nicest part of Harare.
Pagvepopo.
Anyways, we're here at lunch. Just wanted to say hi, guys.
J'espère que ça va bien. Et pour les Américains, I hope you are doing well.
My nephew was that light, fluent in Shona, serving his mission with humility, strength, and heart. Watching him love this place with all its beauty and brokenness made me so proud.
Coming
I
back
could
from
barely
P-Day.
speak. Our goodbye was
Coming back from
hard, but it was
P-Day.
time.
Open the door. You have the key. Well, it was awesome seeing you, elders. Thank you for today.
Thank you.
It was really my pleasure, and I hope to come back in January, February, March. So pray for me.
Okay.
This is actually a very nice room at the Premium Hotel at Tambo International Airport. So it bathroom. And I paid a whopping $80 for this.
I flew back to Johannesburg for one night, just long enough to reset. And then I was off again, and this time back into the wild. The Kruger National Park was calling me again, where Ciolo Africa and I were about to begin a collaboration rooted in raw nature, meaningful moments, and unforgettable stays. 3 locations: Plains Camp, the Sleep Out, and Rhino Post Safari Lodge. This vlog ends where the next story begins. Plains Camp, a walking safari haven, where your Wi-Fi dies, but your soul reconnects.
Tanya. I thought this thing is going to drop on me.
So I'm thinking I'm going to take this side.
Hij zit ook nu in die remedy sterk naartoe opgezet. En dit is geen beetje meer sterk.
I am at Plains Camp, which is part of the Rhino Post Lodge, but it's glamping instead of lodging. And this is my tent. Love it. We had an amazing game drive. We saw impala. We saw a cheetah who had just had a kill and eating in a tree. That was the highlight. And then we saw elephants and kudu and buffalo. And the amazing thing is that this game drive actually drives in the riverbed, which I thought was really cool. 7:15 we're supposed to have dinner, and I'm with a group of people that's very nice. Most of them are from Hermanus. One couple is from Italy, but they're leaving tomorrow. It's going to be a really sweet next couple of days. So grateful to be here. So for now, let me give you a tour of this tent and what it looks like at night. So this is tent number 3, which is double twin bed. The bathroom has a very nice bronze. They place food on your bedside. The bookmark. I already drank half the water.
Coming up next, tracking wildlife on foot, sleeping under the stars, and discovering what happens when the wild walks with you. Stay tuned.